avionics. Oh, so we don't have to turn that on for the headsets to work?
Yeah, well...
Because I can hear you.
I can hear you too. We can go ahead and turn it on anyway.
Okay.
How do you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, good. I'm a pansy, so let me turn on.
That's quite the GPS.
Yeah, I think it's like 95. No, okay, it's 2001.
Wow.
Let's see. So we were just talking about how the fuel pump, the mechanical fuel pump is pretty strong. So you hardly ever need the electric fuel pump down there. Just keep an eye on it over here. It tends to run high.
Okay.
Oil pressure right here. We're in the green range.
Okay.
Avionics transponder, 1200, reporting altitude. You can just leave it on altitude.
Okay.
Mixture, we can lean it out for the taxi.
You know, is it like one knuckle length?
Something like that.
That's what we do at the Cessna.
Yeah, honestly, at this stage, it's just a rough estimate. We're just trying to make it so we don't foul the plugs up. So when it's hot and we have high density altitude like this, it's easy to put in too much fuel. If you have too much fuel, it's not going to burn completely in the cylinder, leaving residue, and that residue will build up on the spark plugs themselves, leading to fouling of the engine, which you'll find later when you do the run up.
Okay.
Flaps are all the way up, so all we have to do is just make sure that switch is in the up position, and they'll naturally come up. Let's grab the weather.
All right, so
3 Provo ground, runway 13, taxi
35175, which is right here.
Yep.
So I'm just going to swap.
Yep.
Provo tower information, Quebec 1356 Zulu, wind 110 at 4, visibility 10, sky conditions 16,000 scattered, ceiling 1000 broken, temperature 23, check density altitude, dew point 12, altimeter 3012. Visual approach in use, landing runway 13. VFR departure aircraft, advise ground control direction of flight. Primary radar unavailable. Radar services are available from Salt Lake approach on transponder equipped aircraft only. NOTAMs, the last 1,200 feet of runway 13 closed. Taxiway Alpha, south of Taxiway Alpha 4 closed. Use caution, personnel and equipment working in the vicinity of Taxiway Alpha. Use caution, bird activity vicinity of the airport. Advise on initial contact, Jet Quebec. Provo tower information, Quebec 1356 Zulu, wind 110 at 4, visibility 10, sky conditions 16,000 scattered, ceiling 1000 broken, temperature 23, check density altitude, dew point 12, altimeter 3012. Visual approach in use, landing runway 13.
Okay.
Okay.
So information, Quebec.
Quebec is good.
10 o'clock, 1 mile, altitude indicates 5,500.
There have been some significant changes that's happened on the airport
negative contact
layout. Right. So I'll just review them really quick. You probably looked at these beforehand. This chart is unfortunately outdated. I need to update this. But
maintain visual separation with the helicopter.
The last 1,200 feet over here are out right now, under construction, and then Alpha 3 is now Alpha 4, 2 is 3, 1 is 2, and this is now Alpha 1.
Okay.
So you can expect our taxi clearance to be taxi to runway 13 via Charlie Bravo Alpha or cross runway 18.
Okay.
Basically following pilot makers.
Yeah, there's that one. So when we're going this way, did they open this over here?
It is closed from this point on.
Okay, so if you're going to take off going this way, how do you get there?
If we're going to take off from runway 36, well, we can't even take off from 31 right now. The only way you could do 31.
So they're using 36.
Yeah, it would be to taxi to Alpha 4, then back taxi. Take off that way.
But there's plenty of room to.
Yeah, there's still, so it's an 8,600 foot runway. Right now it's 7,400 feet long. There's plenty of room still to do touch and goes.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
All right. So Charlie Bravo Alpha is what he's probably going to give us, and we're at the north ramp.
We're at the north ramp, yeah. So let's move forward. Let's do a little brake check.
Okay, so brake. Okay, my brakes are working.
Good. We can go ahead and line up on the movement line and then call for taxi.
No, we need ground. I need to remember what that frequency is. Airports. 119.4. See.
There's a taxi with information Quebec.
Extra 82 Alpha Uniform Provo Ground.
What was his name again?
13 taxi.
Richard.
Charlie Bravo
Cool.
Alpha cross
Richard Johnston.
That'll be a right turn.
Taxi via Charlie Bravo Alpha cross runway 18, right turn, and
That's Richard.
the run up.
Cool.
Alpha Uniform.
He's right there. He's coming down. Okay, where are we? 2577 Whiskey.
Yeah.
25.
It's helpful if you can squeeze in Mooney too. Mooney 2577 Whiskey. Then they have an idea of like what our performance is like.
Shortened.
Okay, and it was let's see, 3012 was the so I might as well set that now.
Little tail wheel. Wow, I'm jealous. One day.
All right, so this is what I struggle with more than anything is the radio. I've been doing better flying from here lately, but
okay.
All right, so Provo Ground, Mooney 2577 Whiskey is at north ramp, ready to taxi for southbound departure.
Yeah, perfect. With information Quebec.
Well,
if you didn't already say that.
Yeah, I didn't. All right. Provo Ground, Mooney 2577 Whiskey is at north ramp.
Sorry.
Victor Provo Tower, runway 13 shortened.
Oh, is it this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
I was wondering what that was. All right. Provo Ground, Mooney 2577 Whiskey is at north ramp, ready to taxi for southbound departure with information Quebec.
Mooney 2577 Whiskey, Provo Ground, runway 13, taxi Charlie Bravo Alpha, cross runway 18.
Runway 13, taxi via Charlie Bravo Alpha, cross runway 18, Mooney 2577 Whiskey.
Cool. So, just like we said, Charlie Bravo Alpha, it's a left turn. Or sorry, a right turn. Wow, I really got to get that squared away.
At UVU with Quebec. Ready for taxi southwest departure.
415 Provo Ground, runway 13, taxi Alpha Charlie Bravo Alpha, cross runway 18.
Taxi runway 13 via Alpha Charlie Bravo Alpha, cross runway 18.
Well, getting up this close to the dash, I guess I can see over the hood.
Are you up too close?
Well, there's no other choice. I have to either go all the way back or here, so.
Roger. Cherokee 25 Foxtrot.
It's all good.
Close traffic.
Sorry, I should have washed the window off before we took off today.
I still can't believe I can go do this. You know, I took my first flight when I was 16, and I waited 30 years to do it.
Oh, man. Coming up on runway 18, we were cleared to cross, so we look good on the right. How do we look on the left?
Look good, nobody's there.
Sweet. This used to be they had like an autopilot system.
Oh.
But not like proper autopilot.
You know, in the simulator on X-Plane, when you come over here to runway 18, there's a big bump and you cannot taxi onto 18. It just wrecks the plane.
Really?
Yeah, from right there.
That's kind of funny.
Like, well, that's stupid. Yeah, that Cessna right there, 738 Julia Delta. It's a pretty nice flying plane. It's with all the glass panel, and it's just nice and smooth, you know. Is that how all Cessnas are? They're just smooth and nice?
You know, there's a reason that there are so many of them.
Yeah.
I think they're genuinely good planes. You said that plane is called a what? Something 300?
It's an extra 300L.
Okay.
He keeps it up at Heber and pilot makers
do they do that?
From
oh, okay. Wow, that's smart. So you got to do get your toys to make money for you. There's one more person coming to the run-up area, so let's try to tuck in behind him.
Okay.
Because he'll finish his before we finish our side.
Attention all aircraft, Provo 8 has changed to Romeo, wind 100 at 3, altimeter 3013, temperature 24, check density altitude, and Cherokee 25 Foxtrot, runway 13, clear touch and go. If able, start your base.
Alright.
Okay, we're here for the run-up before takeoff. Brakes are set.
Alpha 3.
Okay, flight controls free and correct. Up, down, left, right.
That's
3-4, how do you want to
pretty tight. It doesn't go very far. Is that normal?
Yeah, that's normal.
And you can't really see the
3 shorten, clear to land.
The rudder, I guess, like the Cessna. Okay.
Fuel selector is still on the fullest tank.
Alpha 3, Alpha Charlie to the north ramp, cross 1A18.
Start my timer for 30 minutes. Back over here, fuel pump as necessary, not necessary.
Okay.
Cowl flaps are already open. Mixture, we'll do our check right now. On
Where's cowl flaps? Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mixture right here, we're just going to adjust it. Right now, I feel like it's pretty well adjusted for altitude, but what we do want to do is just make sure it works right. So if we pull it back, we should eventually hit roughness in the engine, then it'll die, right?
Provo Tower, hold short, runway 13.
Yeah, okay.
So, and then I just put it back.
Okay. X-ray task uniform ready to
ideally you don't have to pull it all the way out, but that just happened. Fuel pump as necessary. Power 1800 RPMs.
Okay.
Oh, 18. Up one more. Okay, and prop. What we're going to do is exercise the prop. So we want to make sure the prop governor system works right. We're going to do it 3 times, and each time we're looking for something different. The first time, and this is how long it should be. It should be like about like that. Okay. First thing we're going to see is a drop in RPMs. Okay. Yeah. And then the back.
And the manifold pressure.
The manifold pressure will rise. And then down here, oil pressure should change. There should be a drop. Okay. Because what it's doing is we're changing the pitch of the blade, so oil is flooding the system. So generally pressure is just dropping because we've expanded the system. Okay.
Straight out to Spanish Force approved.
Once that's good, we'll do a magneto check.
Okay. Out indicates 5,900.
So left.
Change advisory frequency approved.
100. Right. About the same.
We're back. Ignition's good. Carb heat.
Right here?
Yep. A slight performance drop.
Yep.
Engine gauges, everybody's reading good. Yep. Good.
This should be just above 0?
Just above 0, yeah.
Okay.
It means we're just producing just a little bit more than what we need. Once I plug this thing in for the AHRs, it'll go back to 0. Annunciator panel, we don't have one.
Okay.
But suction is not showing low, so that's good.
Do we have a vacuum indicator?
No, nope. This is the only thing.
Okay.
Your choice there. What's
carb heat, we already checked it. Standby vacuum we don't have. This is a general checklist, right? Power reduction, make sure the idle works. So go ahead and smoothly pull the power back to idle. And she seems to idle just fine. The fuel pumps again as necessary. Instruments, let's set the instruments, make sure your attitude indicator is level on the horizon.
Thank you, taxi to the ramp via Alpha 3 Alpha, cross runway 18.
Our directional gyro is calibrated.
Yeah, that was pretty off.
That's the unfortunate part about it being vacuum driven.
738 Juliet Delta, Provo Tower, 13 shortened, cleared for takeoff.
Let's see, vertical speed indicators reading 0 level, altimeter is set 300 or 3012 is what it should be set at. I can't quite see it from my side.
3012 is what it's set.
Okay. They got a turn coordinator in there. We can check on the turns. The plane should go in the direction of the turns, and the ball should go opposite.
Okay.
And then we're not going to use our HSI today.
Okay.
Ah, yeah. We have no means of tracking BOR. That's what needs to get fixed for instrument flight.
Okay.
This thing doesn't work.
Okay.
Get our frequency set, which they are, and that's everything.
At UVU.
So with our takeoff today, we're going to rotate at 75 knots.
75.
Sorry, miles an hour. Sorry.
So right there.
Miles an hour, and then we'll climb out at 105.
Alpha Charlie Bravo Alpha cross runway 18.
Okay.
We're going to set 2 pumps of flaps for takeoff flaps. So we're going to set that down to lock pressure and then put in 2 pumps.
3 for traffic.
Perfect, now it's set for takeoff flaps. Trim, let's set it for takeoff. This is your indicator right here.
Okay.
So we just need to bring it down so that it's level with that dot.
434, Diamond Star outbound will be northbound on Charlie.
Okay.
Behind him.
Is that level?
Yep.
About there?
Looks good to me.
Okay.
And you can verify down here that it's set for takeoff, which it is. This is flaps for takeoff. And lights, we can do, nothing's technically required right now, but we can turn the lights on just for better visibility. And
so which one turns on the strobes?
Because this plane was manufactured before 76, it doesn't need strobes.
Oh.
Yeah. But the
navigation?
The rotating beacon is the one that kind of satisfies that requirement for us. But yeah, with that, we're ready to go.
Okay. And we're just going to taxi that way and then tell them when we're holding short.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, 32 Bravo Tower, roger. Well, 15 Bravo Tower, roger.
Nice and cool in the morning.
I know, it's murderous in the daytime.
Yeah, I did all my private 2 years ago. I started in May and went to August.
Oh.
It was hot. Sweating all the time, you know. And I kept getting flights canceled when I was first doing it after work because of the winds.
Oh yeah.
And so I switched it to mornings, and that went a lot better, and it was cooler.
It kind of stinks because mornings, I mean, it's early, right? But
yeah,
the better flying is in the morning.
Yeah. There goes Richard.
Going back to a Heber. Probably inverted back to Heber.
Pretty cool plane.
Yeah, it is.
15, Provo Tower. Traffic's on a 5-mile final. Traffic on the downwind. Runway 13 shortened, cleared for takeoff.
So we, I guess we can switch over to tower.
Yeah, you can switch now. Something unique about Provo is that there's typically only one controller doing both frequencies.
That's what
they're starting to split the frequency more often, so you have 2 separate people on tower and ground.
Making short approach, looking for that traffic.
But generally, you can get away with it.
I notice when I go to atclive.org, you can only hear all the tower traffic, but you only hear him talking on ground and nobody talking on ground back, because it's only showing tower, but I think they're doing it on the same, their side.
Yep.
Short approach. Runway 13 shortened, cleared for the option.
Number 2, looking for traffic, 13 clear for the option, 132.
Alright, so 75 and 105 climb.
Good tower, not sure if I mentioned my readback, so just mentioning it now. 73 Juliet Delta, are we cleared touch and go 13?
Hey, Juliet Delta, affirmative. Runway 13 shortened, cleared touch and go.
13 cleared touch and go, 73 Juliet Delta.
Alright, how close up here do you usually go?
I like to get within 10 feet of it.
Alright.
It's a hold short, not a hold long.
Mooney 2577 Whiskey, right? Provo Tower, Mooney 2577 Whiskey, holding short for runway 13.
Mooney 2577 Whiskey, Provo Tower, hold short runway 13.
Holding short runway 13, 2577 Whiskey.
Piper Archer's got that 2 spots to lock the door, right?
Yeah.
They have one up here, and then they've got one here.
This one's just one.
One's just the one.
Level 3C, can we get a left turnout on this one?
Was that 132 requesting a left turn?
Affirmative.
132 left turn at your discretion, report the turn.
Turn out our discretion, report the turn 132.
Alright. Just about.
We're good on this. We don't have to adjust anything.
Yeah, for now, I think that's fine. Normally you would want to be like full rich mixture. And maybe because it's not blazing hot, we could do full rich mixture. You know what, we might as well. Let's go full.
Going left turn out.
132, roger. Start your left turn then.
Oh. I'm going to leave it until we get our takeoff.
Mooney 2577 Whiskey, runway 13 short and cleared for takeoff.
2577 Whiskey, cleared for takeoff, runway 13.
Just go ahead and roll into a takeoff roll. And there's, remember on the rotation, it's hardly anything. Checking engines, everything looks okay. Yep. Airspeed's alive, there's no crossing traffic down the runway.
Cessna 8 Juliet Delta, runway 13 short and clear, touch and go.
Runway 13, clear for touch and go, 73 Juliet Delta.
Good, nice.
Feels like I have to pull quite a bit.
There's a little bit, yeah, so don't be afraid on the trim. We've got a positive rate of climb. And once we have negative runway remaining, I'm going to put the gear down. Right about here. So I'm going to push this in, twist it, and then throw it down and lock it in place.
And is the vent, where do we have vents in this for air?
They're really limited. We've got some up here. Open those up. That's about as good as it gets, unfortunately. You've got one by your left calf. And you can open that one. If it's on the panel on the sidewall. There you go.
This push button?
It's twist. It's a separate valve.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Cool, and let's do a little turnout to the right towards Westmount. Now we're 500 feet up, so let's start to pull the flaps out. And we do that just by simply lifting that lever. Yep.
That's kind of nice.
It makes it really easy.
Then you don't have to worry about it doing that, huh?
Provo Tower, Wolf 35, 13 Alpha 1, ready for departure.
Wolf
035 Bravo Tower, hold short of runway 13.
Always trying to get used to where all the gauges are. Not each plane is slightly different.
Yeah.
I'm used to this right here. This being over, this being down here on the Archer, different order.
Now let's do our little takeoff checklist, or after takeoff. Power and prop can get set a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this prop lever and we're just going to...
Whiskey, frequency change approved. Have a good flight.
That us?
Change approved, 77 Whiskey. Yeah, we're just going to rotate this counterclockwise.
On ground.
So we get it to about 2,500 RPMs right here.
Oh, okay.
You can hear the change.
Yep.
We've just made the blade angle a little bit more coarse. So now it's taking a little bit bigger bites of air. It's getting us trimmed out for an ideal climb.
So do you just leave the throttle the same all the time?
Pretty much.
And you do that?
I mean, when we do a cruise, like a proper cruise check, there is a little performance table that, you know, based on your power altitude, what kind of power you want to use, how much manifold pressure you have available to you, what RPM you should set. The previous owner up here, peak right up here.
35, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Right up on the top, he pasted a little
35 correction, runway 13
chart.
shortened, clear for takeoff.
So you want the RPMs to be somewhere in the neighborhood between 2350 and 2500.
Okay.
So
that you start doing this to make it go back.
Yeah. We'll just leave it right at 25 for now. And now the engine's up and we're flying and we've finished our after takeoff checklist. I'm going to put our plug our ADS-B unit in.
Guess we should switch to Spanish Fork traffic, huh?
Yeah, 122.9. So we're just maneuvering along West Mountain.
Spanish Fork traffic, Mooney 2577W, maneuvering around West Mountain area. Spanish Fork traffic.
Sometimes can be a little tricky habit to break, but whiskey, 77 whiskey.
What did I say?
W.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just getting used to the phonetic alphabet.
Alright, so
there.
it looks like there's another piece of traffic at the south end of West Mountain. So let's turn to the left towards like where the P at on Pace and
okay.
On the hills over there is.
It's actually where I used to live.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We just moved to Pleasant Grove like a couple years ago.
I was living in Pace and it honestly seems like a pretty nice place.
It's nice. I mean, you can get more house and land for your money, for sure. But people are pretty laid back there, so if you're not used to that, it's a little hard to get used to, but it's good. I liked it. We lived there for about 10 years.
Let's see if we can't get up to 8,000 feet. I've got him over there.
Yeah, I see him.
Okay.
At Alpha 3, taxiing back to ramp. Spanish Fork.
Usually it's hard to see him. That one seems pretty easy.
This is my a jerry-rigged iPad mount. Everything else is showing exactly how it should be. We do seem to have, and this is a problem that's existed for a couple weeks now. I thought they got it fixed, but we have a gear unlock light on right now. It shouldn't be on, and the gear is working properly. When the gear is down and locked, the green light will come on.
Okay.
I'll talk to Constantine about getting that fixed though.
Spanish Fork traffic, Mooney 2577, Whiskey is over the Payson area doing maneuvers at 7,800 and climbing.
Let's just try to hang out probably between Payson and Santa Quinn.
Okay. Back in the 60s when they made these, air conditioning didn't exist.
They just love to sweat, I guess.
I guess. Okay, we're at 8,000. So if I level off here, do I want to reduce the power to keep my speed?
we can. Well, it all depends on what we want to do.
Okay.
If we want to, let's keep the power at where we're at. Let's pull it back to about 21 inches of manifold pressure. You read these in inches of mercury, so pull this back to 21.
Okay.
And let's do 2,400 RPMs. Perfect. Let's just get it trimmed out. If it's not already.
Okay.
I'd say this is a relatively low power setting. And we're doing almost 110 over the ground. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Let's do a little bit of turning. Get comfortable with the bank. Let's do a little right bank. And just play with it. Let's take 5 minutes and you can just play with it.
Okay. You know, I noticed, so I learned on the Archer, right, low wing?
Right.
And when you turn, you can see a lot better, right?
Right.
So I went and did my night currency in the Cessna before the 4th of July so I could go up with my son on the 4th.
Oh, cool.
And I noticed in the dark, man, that wing just blocks your view and you cannot see the airport.
Oh.
When you're in the pattern, I was like, that's interesting. Never had that problem because during the day you can still see reference, you know, things.
Yeah.
But
let's end up going that way and go across the other side of West Mountain.
okay. This feels really similar to the Archer, you know, just because it's low wing and it does seem a little bit smoother though. Maybe it's just the wind today.
Honestly, this plane flies really smoothly. It's old, but she knows what she's doing.
We're not, we don't have any traffic over there?
Not over there, no.
Is that what the ASDB is? Or
yeah,
ADSB?
ADSB. Yeah, that's a SkyWest flight right there. I haven't totally figured out how to adjust the traffic so I don't see super high stuff, but well, let's see, how do turns feel? Fairly comfortable?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, let's take a minute and Let's see. What was the last time you did steep turns?
I did it about a month and a half ago in the Cessna.
Okay.
When I got checked out.
Let's do another pair of steep. Let's do a pair of steep turns. Let's go all the way to 45 degrees of bank. This obviously is really old, right? It's 30, 60, 90. So you have to go between 30 and 60.
So right here?
Yep, right there.
Okay. 10 or so miles to the south, 9,000 feet northbound. A lot.
And whichever direction you prefer first.
Alright, let me,
choice.
I'm going to go out here a little bit just so I'm not right by the mountain there.
That sounds good.
This is where I actually did my check ride. I did all my training in South Valley, and then
you came all the way down here?
He wanted to meet me in Spanish Fork, and I'd only touch and go there like once.
Oh, so you got a solo endorsement to come to Spanish Fork as a student pilot, and then got your license.
So I moved the plane down here and came in the morning. And
oh, sweet.
All right. I'll go left first.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't the best.
Not bad though. Let's do another one to the right, and let's try to hold 120 miles an hour or less.
12 full stop.
Okay.
Don't forget about your trim wheel down there.
Yeah, I always forget about that when I'm doing maneuvers.
Okay. Let's do a stall or two.
Okay.
Let's do one in a landing configuration.
Okay.
So this is supposed to simulate over-rotating on a flare to land.
Okay.
Right? So we're going to put the plane into a landing configuration.
Okay.
First things first, gear. So my controls for a sec.
Your flight control.
I want you to get a good look down here at what it looks like. What we have to do is grab that bar and push it down and pull it this way. So push it down and yank it forward. Yep, and then throw it up until it locks in place here. Really throw it up. There you go, perfect.
Okay.
And the unsafe light should go off, and gear lock on should come on.
Okay.
That's how you know it's locked, so you kind of get what I mean.
Yep.
The slower it happens, the harder it seems to be, so the faster you can throw it, the easier it seems to be, in my experience. I want to let you run through that a couple more times.
Okay.
Yep.
And Spanish Fork traffic, or Med 20.
I did it slow.
Just north of the field, got the landing traffic inside, southbound.
Perfect. And there you go.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see.
I don't know what it is, but it's easier when you throw it fast.
Yep.
Now the gear's down, let's put the flaps down as well.
Okay.
So let's go into landing flaps.
So do I do the...
Yes. And then it should be about 4 pumps.
2.
Yep, and we're below our flap speed, so we're good to do it.
3. 4. Okay.
Your controls.
My controls.
Your controls. I'll trim a little bit up. How's that? Better?
Yeah.
Okay. And now to do the stall, we'll just we'll reduce power smoothly out to idle. You'll hear the gear or the gears down, so we won't have the horn go off.
Okay.
But we'll catch a little descent. This plane, we should plan on descending at 90 miles an hour.
That feels pretty pitched down to do that. All right.
More like 85 miles an hour. And now from here, we'll reduce power all the way out to idle, and I want you to pitch up just about what you think is 5 degrees above the horizon, and then hold it until the stall warning horn. There's the horn, and then recover by reducing angle of attack, adding full power. And retracting your flaps as speed builds.
Okay.
How's that?
Good.
That's not bad. You want to do another one?
Sure.
Okay. Let's pull power back.
5,000 feet.
Maybe do like halfway, 17 inches manifold pressure. Or let's do 15 inches manifold pressure. We'll get ourselves below 100 miles an hour. Sorry, I'm going to say knots a lot on accident. And we'll work in full flaps again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so landing gear is down.
It's down and locked. Now you can verify with the light. Set ourselves down for a little pitch down attitude. A little approach at about 85 knots, like what you've got right now. Yeah, right now. Sorry, miles an hour.
That's all right. I usually say knots too.
And then we'll go ahead and do the full rotate. Let's take it to a full stall this time.
Okay. Did I do idle?
Yeah, it's at idle. Horn, buffet should be next. Got a buffet and a stall.
Kind of.
A full power. There we go. Establish a little positive rate of climb. Pull some of those flaps out. Then put it back down again. I'm trying to figure out the best way to teach stall recovery in this plane because it's...
They go out too quick?
Yeah, I don't want you to take all your flaps out immediately, but just some of them. Oh, cool. All right, let's work on climbing up a little bit. And then I'm going to switch your tanks because it's been 30 minutes. I'm going to reach down here, and normally we want to verify fuel pressure is okay. You can flip the electric fuel pump on, make sure it's good. I'm going to flip it to the other side. Fuel pressure is still good, then off. Okay, and that's how you do it. Start the timer. And let's turn around. And you can go ahead and bring the gear, or retract the gear as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were above the gear speed there.
120?
Oh, it's 120. I was looking at the white arc.
Let's go ahead and head back to Provo now.
Okay.
And we'll do like 3 laps in the pattern. 3 landings, I mean. 2 laps of full stop. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Is your time good? It's 9:30 right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think your timing is probably more important. I don't really have anything, so.
If you want, we can head towards the north end of West Mountain. We can come up the west side of it, curl around that way.
Okay. They had switched to information Romeo. They're probably still on that. They only switch once an hour?
They will only switch once an hour, yeah. So let me twist in 135175, and we can copy it really quick. Might have some limitations, though, with range right now. That sounds like we still do.
You want me up to 8,000 again? Or
that could work, yeah. This altitude's fine too.
Okay.
Let's see how fast we can get it going.
So do we
so this right now
turn it to 25?
Yeah, 25 works. And we never quite lean this out for altitude.
So how do you do that?
Your exhaust gas temperature's over here. There's two ways to lean an engine. You can either lean it out until you notice a drop in RPM, and then you can crank it forward a little bit, or you can try to get it so that it's 25 degrees cooler of peak EGT. The peak is marked with the red radial. The more mixture you have, the cooler it runs.
So that white thing should be going up as I
yeah, it should be. The problem with it is it's a slow science, so it'll take a minute. So you want to put it in and then leave it.
Wait.
Yeah.
I mean that's more quick to change, but hasn't really changed. Each one of these notches is how many degrees? At 25 degrees cooler?
Yeah.
Which is how many notches?
Oh, it should be 2.5 of them.
Okay. So right around the 14.
Like, yeah, that's like 80, 100, 120, 140.
Am I looking, which notches? These notches?
The upper scale.
So if I get it right around 14, that's probably good.
Yeah, you actually want it about 12.
Oh. At 12, oh, so 12 to 13, 14 is one, those are notches. I was looking at each one as a notch.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Gotcha. So it was already there when we started, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. We're doing 143 knots over the ground. Not bad for a Saturday morning.
It's pretty nice.
Go ahead and pick up the weather now.
The airport. Advise on initial contact. You have Romeo. Prototype information, Romeo 1453 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky conditions 16,000 scattered. Ceiling 1000 broken. Temperature 24. Check density altitude. Dew point 13. Altimeter 3013. Visual approach in use. Landing runway 13. VFR departure aircraft. Advise ground control direction of flight. Primary radar unavailable. Radar sources are available from Salt Lake approach on transponder equipped aircraft only.
Well, then I can switch that back for you to be on tower.
Runway 13 closed.
Okay, and then the Provo airport's just over there. Let's call them up when we're about 10 miles out. 10 miles out seems to be, or a good spot is at the north tip of West Mountain.
Okay.
So I like to just say Provo Tower, Mooney 2577 Whiskey, north tip of West Mountain with Romeo, inbound for close traffic.
13, short and clear for takeoff. Runway 13, short and clear for takeoff, 73 Julie Delta.
Wolf 11 traffic departing prior to your arrival, a Cessna.
Our approach checklist, we've gotten our ATIS. We're going inbound, 2 touch and goes and a full stop. Cow flap we can close. So this guy down,
7, thanks for the heads up.
Down here we can push it in to close it. A mixture is set. Carb heat, we'll wait on the carb heat.
That's right here?
Yeah, we'll wait on it though.
Oh, is this carb heat?
That's carb heat.
Oh, that's cabin. Okay.
Yeah. Note if we open that, it might get cooler in here. Oh yeah, see, it's the one on your feet. You feel that?
Yeah. I probably want to start descending a little.
Yeah, let's start a descent.
Provo Tower 137 holding short at runway 13.
Pull it out to about 1,500 or 15 inches.
Provo Tower, hold short of runway 13, landing traffic.
Roger, holding short.
Traffic pattern altitude at Provo Airport is 5,500, so we'll try to be there before we hit the pattern. Do you know where the creek is?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the creek. That's what I usually try to do.
You heard him say Bird Island before?
No.
That little spot in the middle of the lake. That's what they call Bird Island.
That right there?
Yeah, that little spot. It's covered in birds and bird poop. So that is, that's not a,
so
that's just a warning that the landing
gear, because of this one?
Yep, because the landing gear's not down and locked.
Alright, so we're about there, huh?
Yeah. Let them know.
Information Romeo. Provo Tower, Mooney 2577 Whiskey is at the tip of West Mountain with Information Romeo inbound for pattern work.
Mooney 2577 Whiskey, Provo Tower, report over the creek.
Report over the creek, Mooney 2577 Whiskey. I see why they call it Bird Island.
Can you see all the birds over there?
Inbound on the island.
1235 Provo Tower, runway 13 shortened, continue.
35, continue.
Wolf 37 Provo Tower, traffic upwind is in the pattern, runway 13.
I want to stay out of the yellow, right?
Only if the air is rough. So the beginning of the yellow arc represents the maximum structural cruising speed in smooth air. So it's not bad to go in the yellow, but if it's turbulent, you don't want to.
So this is the creek right here, right?
Yep, exactly.
And I'm about 1,000 feet above where I want to be.
Delta, can you make a short approach?
Short approach, 73 Julie Delta.
738 Julie Delta, understand affirmative. Make short approach, runway 13 shortened, cleared, touch and go.
That was affirmative, making short approach, runway 13738 Julie Delta.
Wolf 11, turn crosswind.
Turning crosswind, Wolf 11.
Mooney 77 Whiskey, number 4, follow a Katana, turning right crosswind, report him in sight.
Report, number 4, looking for the Katana on the crosswind, Mooney 2577 Whiskey.
Alright, let's slow down. It's gonna freak out at us.
Wolf 37,
but once we get below 120 knots,
is a Mooney plan on passing behind him.
Wolf 37, roger, we'll pass behind the Mooney.
Mooney 77 Whiskey, that traffic's now at 12 o'clock and about 1.5 miles turning crosswind to downwind wing.
Got him inside, I got it. Traffic in sight, 77 Whiskey.
Mooney 77 Whiskey, follow the Katana, you're number 4.
Are we going in here or the other one?
We're going this way.
Okay. 5.
Okay, add power back in.
1 o'clock, 2 miles,
power back
wing
in.
up, making a short approach, Howell's approach, terminate.
And if you're below 120, let's throw the gear down.
We're going to terminate the approach at minimums. We'll turn to the east, 1235.
1235, you can take the approach down to minimums prior to the runway, a left turn out eastbound's approved.
Okay, sweet.
1235.
And let's try to maintain about 115, so let's bump it up just a little bit.
Wolf 11, number 3,
traffic right up there?
Star on a 2.5 mile final.
That's who we're following. We're about 200 feet below traffic pattern altitude, so we'll want to add a little bit, get back up.
Hard to, when you start adding more stuff, right?
I know, it comes fast. Let's go ahead and turn downwind.
On the practice side left for touch and go runway 13, then close traffic.
Oh, there's about to be 5 people in the pattern right now.
Traffic
I'll come a little bit to the right.
Wolf 65, number 3, follow a Katana, right downwind past the numbers.
For 3, following the Katana, that's right downwind past the numbers, Wolf 5, look for traffic.
Mooney 77 Whiskey, make 1 left 360.
1 left 360 for 77 Whiskey. We'll be looking for a touch and go.
77 Whiskey, roger. Resequence, you're going to be number 4 now, following a Twin Star on a 5.5 mile final.
Roger. Starting the left 360 now, 77 Whiskey. Let's do a left 360. And we can increase our airspeed.
Traffic inside will be full stop.
Wolf 11, roger.
Shallow 360, sorry. Not super
Wolf
steep of a turn.
Understand you started your left turn out.
A little bit less, a little shallower.
Wolf 11, turn base if you haven't already.
Like about there.
Turn base, Wolf 11.
The steeper you turn, the more 360s you'll have to do, so it's better just to do one.
Gotcha.
Wolf 65, how will approach terminate?
Will be a touch to go, then close traffic, Wolf 65.
Wolf 65,
still more shallow.
Reducing traffic, your following 1 o'clock, 2 miles ahead, right base, wing up.
And I wish it was easier to tell, but about 10 degrees is a good.
Cessna Julie Delta, extend your upwind, I'll call your crosswind.
Keep thinking they're talking to me there.
Julie Delta.
What was that?
When they say 738 Julie Delta, I keep thinking they're talking to me.
Oh.
You can contact solid approach 118.85 for VFR flight following. See you on the way back.
35, we'll do approach, see you.
Wolf 37, frequency change approved.
37, frequency change approved.
If we can hang out about 100 knots.
Wolf 65, the traffic you're following is a full stop on a mile final, runway 13 shortened, cleared touch and go, then make right close traffic.
Traffic at site and 13 clear touch to go, shortened, then close traffic, Wolf 65.
Cessna Juliet Delta, crosswind approved.
Crosswind approved, 73 Juliet Delta. Bravo Tower, Wolf 2, 9 miles out with Romeo.
Wolf 2, Bravo Tower, report the creek.
I'll report the creek.
Mooney 77 Whiskey. Number 3 now, you're following Twin Star traffic on a 2.5 mile final, report him in sight.
Got it.
All right, report him in sight on a 2.5 mile final, following him 2577 Whiskey.
All right, let's see. So let's point towards point of the mountain. That's pretty much parallel. Do you know where the NSA building is?
Yeah.
On the other side, point towards that. We got traffic crossing the airport road right now. The Twin Star should be just behind them.
Cessna Juliet Delta, number 4, follow a Mooney downwind ahead.
For traffic, 73 Juliet Delta.
Okay, I got the Twin Star in sight. They're just crossing the shoreline.
Okay. Twin Star in sight, Mooney 2577 Whiskey.
Mooney 77 Whiskey, follow the Twin Star, he's a touch and go, runway 13 shortened, cleared touch and go, number 2.
Follow the Twin Star, runway 13, touch and go, Mooney 2577 Whiskey.
Awesome. Let's get our first notch of flaps in.
At Alpha 3 and then contact ground 119.4.
Okay, 1,
Alpha 3,
yep,
contact ground.
and we'll do 2.
1 Tower, Wolf 32.
Sweet, and we'll start our turn.
From Wave
At this point, let's aim for 100 miles an hour.
13 shortened, continue.
Tower, Wolf 32, we would like to do a circle to land at 18.
Wolf 32 unable. Wolf 32, your number 4.
Do I need to keep the manifold pressure at about 15?
The numbers.
About 15.
Number 4, Wolf 32.
Mooney 77 Whiskey, if you haven't turn base now.
On base, 7 Whiskey.
What's the approach speed?
Make right traffic runway 13.
We want to do 90 to 85 miles an hour.
Or a full stop.
Can I get a full stop and I'll report right midfield downwind?
Wolf 2, thank you.
Tower 73 Juliet Delta,
Cool.
traffic on site.
Now that we're here, let's pull up just slightly so we can get below our flap speed, and let's get our full flaps in.
How many more?
Until you can't anymore.
Okay.
Very good. Now, after before landing check, let's get on glide path. So use power as necessary. Use whatever power you need to get there. Mixture is set. Prop is set full forward. Airspeed is proper. Gear is down and locked. And flaps are set. Cleared touch and go. Runway 13.
Cessna Juliet Delta, turn base.
Turning base, 73 Juliet Delta.
Wolf 32, Cessna, your following's 1 o'clock, 2 miles ahead, turning wing up, right base.
Looking for base, looking for track, Wolf 32.
Feels like we're high, but...
Wolf 65, number 5, follow a Katana inbound from the creek, reporting in sight, 2 o'clock and about 2 miles.
5, following the Katana, Wolf 65, Wolf telling me you have in sight.
That's a pretty shallow flare.
Wolf 2, number 4, following a Diamond Star on a 4 mile final.
I'm number 4, I'll look for that Diamond Star on a 4 mile final, Wolf 2.
Wolf 32, the spacing looks good, runway 13, cleared to land.
Really nice touchdown. Okay, let me get your flap set for you.
13 shortened.
Okay, and you can go ahead and add power.
Runway 13 short and clear to land, 132.
I got your flap set for takeoff for you. There's no crossing traffic. Looking for 75 miles an hour on the rotate. Shallow rotate, there you go. Even shallower, we want to build airspeed. There you go. And now when we have negative runway remaining, we're going to put the gear down, or pull the gear up.
Wolf 2, traffic gear followings.
Let me do it one more time this time for you, unless you got it.
Half on about a 2-mile funnel.
Affirmative, still looking for that traffic, Wolf 2.
Very good.
And Wolf 2, low and to your right.
Affirmative, got that traffic inside, Wolf 2.
You can feel the performance increase after you get it up.
They're also full stop. Runway 13 shortened, cleared to land.
I'll follow that Diamond Star. Cleared to land, short runway 13, Wolf 2.
Please report midfield downwind when we're in the pattern.
Yep.
Wolf 65, number 3, you're following a Katana, right downwind about a mile past.
Let's continue it this way till we hit 500 feet AGL.
3 following the Katana.
So let's hit 5,000 MSL.
Is it 5,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I usually turn at about 700, so it's okay to do 500, I guess.
It's okay, yeah. And just because there's a lot of people in the pattern today, I don't want to extend everybody out. And go ahead and pull your flaps up as well.
Wolf 65 is Katana in sight.
Wolf 65, follow the wing up Katana, number 3, runway 13 shortened, cleared touch and go.
One more touch and go and then a full stop.
For Wolf 65.
Sure.
Wolf 65, runway 13 shortened, cleared to land.
3 short, clear to land, Wolf 65, thanks.
I like not having to announce every turn like I learned.
It's nice when you have the tower at airport.
Wolf 32, turn left at Alpha 3.
Turn left at Alpha 3, Wolf 32.
Wolf 32, contact ground 119.4.
Contact ground on 19.4.
Do you have to do carb heat only if it's below 70 or just all the time? Or we didn't do it that time?
We didn't do it that time. We'll talk more about it on the ground.
Okay.
It's kind of a unique thing to this plane.
Okay.
Just this specific one.
Heading to your right on the downwind, just coming up abeam the towers of Mooney, you're following him.
Pro Tower, Mooney 2577 Whiskey at midfield downwind.
Couple at once. Wolf 65, turn base.
Turn base, Wolf 65.
Mooney 77 Whiskey. Number 3, you're following a Twin Star, wing up, right base.
Following a Twin Star, number 3.
Traffic in sight.
Traffic in sight, Mooney 77 Whiskey.
Wolf 35, Provo Tower, you with me?
Provo Tower, Wolf 35.
Wolf 35, you're number 4, following a Mooney, right downwind, abeam the numbers, continue reducing.
Go ahead and pull your gear, or at least extend your gear.
We got that Mooney traffic inside, 73 Juliet Delta.
Just 8 Juliet Delta, make one left 360.
You're getting really quick at that.
360.
I would suggest make sure we have this sucker pulled in because I've like nailed my knuckles on that before.
So where? Oh, there he is, right there.
Yeah.
So we don't turn till he crosses our wing.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they're doing a touch and go, if they're doing a full stop or what.
Wolf 2, if able, turn left at Alpha 3.
Turning left Alpha 3, Wolf 2.
Wolf 2, contact ground 119.4.
I'll contact ground 119.
A good rule of thumb is about 110, 190.
So pull flaps.
But first, yeah, make sure you lock it in place first.
Make it 60 on Charlie.
2077 Whiskey, turn base.
Turning base, 77 Whiskey.
North of the airport. We'd like to cross over your airport and land at Spanish Fork. Is that okay?
That last call, unable, and 2077 Whiskey, understand you're on right base.
Roger, 77 Whiskey's on base.
Wolf 35, Provo Tower. You're number 3 now. You're following that Mooney, 12 o'clock, mile and a half, and you have him in sight.
35, looking for traffic.
A little low,
35, runway
so let's see if we can add a little bit of power and just kind of arrest the descent that we're on.
35, the Mooney, spacing looks fine. The Mooney's just turned a 2-mile final. You're number 3, runway 13, cleared to land.
35, cleared to land 13.
Cessna 738 Julie Delta, as you roll out of your 360, you're number 4, you're following a Diamond Star on a 4-mile final.
Number 4, looking for traffic.
More flaps.
Yep, working full flaps.
Charlie, Bravo Tower. If that was you for the transition, probe altimeter's 3013, and you can remain east or over I-15,
stay right on
and that transition's approved.
I don't know if we got our touch and go.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and stay outside your airspace.
Yeah, let's ask him, I guess.
On the mountain and come in on the outside.
16 Charlie, as long as you're over or east of I-15, that's fine. There's no traffic over there.
If you can slow down just a little bit. And Tower, Mooney 77 Whiskey. Sorry, can you confirm touch and go 13?
Mooney 77 Whiskey, runway 13 shortened, cleared touch and go.
Cleared touch and go 13, thanks, 77 Whiskey.
Wolf 65, exit the runway without delay, contact ground.
The runway without delay, contact ground, Wolf 65.
All right, we're clear touch and go 13, the gear's down, the lock light is on, the flaps are set, the airspeed's proper.
In about a mile now. Do you have them in sight?
Traffic in sight, 73 Julie Delta.
Cessna 8 Julie Delta, follow the Diamond Star, they're a full stop. Runway 13 shortened, cleared touch and go.
Following traffic for full stop, 73 Julie Delta. Clear touch and go, 1373 Julie Delta.
Floated it a little bit there. Not bad.
Not bad.
Wind 110 at 5.
Hey, you ready?
Yeah, it doesn't take much to lift off.
Yep, it's just seriously a boop. We got negative runway remaining, so when you get the gear, really good. And we'll full stop it. It's starting to get toasty.
It is, it's getting warm.
Tango Charlie, no observed traffic between you and Spanish Fork, frequency change approved.
Okay, 69 Charlie going to the local frequency, thanks for your help.
Just getting in my head the extra steps, you know? The landing gear and the prop stuff and the flaps are just different, all different.
Yeah.
Wolf 35, turn left at Alpha 3, contact ground 119.4.
What landmark do you look at to know that you're 45 or you're 90 degrees from the runway lineup? So like the
north tip west mount,
okay,
where the water hits the north tip of it.
Okay.
So come a little bit more. But I really only do about a 5-second crosswind. I like to keep the patterns pretty tight.
Okay. Yeah, Lynn French, the guy that did my check ride.
He did your private?
Yeah, he mentioned that too. He's like, yeah, you just want to make it.
You're following a Cessna short final, runway 13 cleared touch and go. Correction, runway 13 shortened, cleared touch and go.
Got us?
Yeah.
Following the Cessna, runway 13 on short final, Mooney 77 Whiskey.
And you want to ask him if we can get a full stop instead of a touch and go?
Bravo Tower, Mooney 77 Whiskey. Can we get a full stop on this one?
Mooney 77 Whiskey, affirmative. Runway 13 shortened, cleared to land.
Runway 13 cleared to land, full stop, 77 Whiskey.
Awesome. Lynn French has done many of my students' check rides.
Yeah, he was pretty nice. He actually let me record it.
Oh, cool.
So I can watch it, and I've let other people watch it just so they can prepare and stuff. He was pretty nice.
All right, our descent check. First step, gear down below 120. So you're below 120 miles an hour, so you can pull the gear down.
Did the other plane already come in? They were on a short final.
Yeah. We could probably put our first little bit of flaps in. Oh, it looks like we still have takeoff flaps in.
Yeah, we did.
Well, then we can use this down here to make sure that we get to the right setting. About right there or so.
Wind 160 at 5.
Good to turn?
Yep, I think so.
So do you normally do flaps right when you start your descent and then on final, or do you do? I'm used to doing it on each leg, right? So
Are you used to doing it like so base you do takeoff and then landing on final you do full flaps?
So I usually right at the end of the runway when I pull the power out,
You do your first
I do
little
my
bit.
first notch, and then on base I do a notch, and then on final.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
As long as by final you got full flaps in and you're getting established on your final speed and you're on glide path, I'm not picky.
I kind of overshot it a little that way.
Sustain Juliet Delta, number 2, follow the Mooney, turn in a mile final. Runway 13 shortened, cleared touch and go.
We're right at our flap speed, so we'll want to start our slowdown as well.
Cleared for touch and go, 73 Juliet Delta.
Like our landing light turned off somewhere along the way.
Oh yeah, I don't know how that got. I remember turning it on.
Everything looks good, cleared to land runway 13, gears down, locked, flaps are set.
Tower 73 Juliet Delta, traffic in sight.
Sustain Juliet Delta, roger.
And do a little bit of a shallower flare this time than what we had last time. Cool. Do Alpha 2, it looks like those guys are, you can go all the way to Alpha 4 if you'd like. Let it roll.
Attention aircraft information, Sierra is current wind 110 at 4, altimeter 3014.
Bring your flaps up.
My first landing was the best.
77 Whiskey, turn left at Alpha 4, contact ground 119.4.
Turn left at Alpha 4, Mooney 77 Whiskey. I was going to say, this is Alpha 3.
I know, it feels wrong. Get us some air in here.
Ground will fade please around.
Oh, you already switched it?
Yeah, he said to.
Oh.
I just didn't repeat it.
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, how you said it is exactly how I would have said it. Some things should be repeated, other things don't. Are we going to call them up? A call ground, right?
Mooney 77 Whiskey is at Alpha 3, ready to taxi to the north ramp.
Mooney 2577 Whiskey Provo ground. It's actually Alpha 4, new numbering. Taxi Charlie North ramp.
Taxi Charlie north ramp, thanks. Yeah, I'm used to calling it Alpha 3.
Yeah,
and I haven't even done it that much for the last month. Get used to it.
Flaps are up, mixture's lean for taxi. I'll just pull it back a little bit.
Provo ground, TBM November 850 uniform with Sierra, looking for a southeast bound vehicle.
All flaps are open, fuel pump.
TBM 850 uniform, Provo ground, runway 13, taxi Alpha, cross runway 18.
Taxi to 13 via Alpha and across 1850 uniform.
So, you'll have to remind me where we parked.
You see Constantine?
Oh, is that him?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's who's texting me. Someone sent me a text while we were on our way back, and I was like, man, I'm not looking.
So do I come in behind and face it the same way?
Yep.
Okay.
Have you met Constantine yet?
Just on phone and not in person.
Okay. Big Russian. Teddy bear, though. And that means stop.
Stop?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so shut down.
Yep, for secure avionics radio is off, so over here.
Okay.
Mixture is off. Pull it all the way out. Prop is full. Ignition, and once the engine turns off, fully stop spinning. All the way out.
Turn lights off.
How sorry?